The Dylan and Jessy Show! Hello and welcome back to more... Get away. Hello and welcome back to more Banjo-Kazooie. I still have the keyboard in my lap from typing the title of the last episode. Here we go. There are 3 new moves to learn in this world. Find my molehills and I'll explain. Wait, was it maybe not this episode? There's an episode that started with you getting hit in between recordings. But you thought you were getting hit, but it was just Kazooie's...
Oh, I think that was in the first episode.
Yeah, it was like an idle animation and your controller was rumbling. You were, I think I'm getting hit in between recording. Then we opened the episode saying that. Anyway, welcome to the first level, the Mambo's Mountain. I wonder how Jessy will tackle her first level, or rather how she tackled her first level, because we were just re-recording the audio because we lost it. Hello! Hello!
Help!
You're just trying to figure out how to get up to him. I think you voiced him, but I'm not sure.
You saved me! Grandilda has imprisoned 5 of us Jinjos on each world. Free us all together, Jiggy!
Good thing I remembered who voiced which. Alright, so... And then there are the notes. Okay, this is... Oh, and there's the... Me, Mambo is talking. Use for Mambo magic. And now... Who voices this guy? I don't remember. I'm a note. 1 of 100 on each world. Collect us to open the note doors. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at my notes, but I'm pretty sure that the first note is... The first note is first level, yay. No, the second note is explain the notes and Jinjo memory issue. So this is where I explain to Jessy, oh come on, things a bit slippy, huh? Find me and I'll teach you how to get up steep slopes. Yeah, you have to learn that, Jess from the past. So, in the original, so if you die in a level or exit a level, you will lose your notes. And you have to collect all of them all over again until you collect all 100. Same thing goes for the 5 or 6 Jinjos. Was it 5 or 6 Jinjos? It doesn't matter. Same thing goes for the Jinjos. Like, if you exit the level or die before collecting all of the Jinjos, you will lose them and you'll have to collect them all over again, or else it doesn't count. Your notes will count, but you know, if you really want to collect 100% complete the game, you want all notes in a level, you have to collect the ones you've already collected all over again, you know, until you have all 100. However, that was not the developer's intention. There was a memory issue on the Nintendo 64 at the time that basically forced them to program the game this way. They actually wanted you to keep the notes and Jinjos even if you died or exited the level. And they fixed this in the Xbox 360 remaster, so I suggested to Jessy, hey, if you just want to play this game without any stress, you can create a save state every once in a while. But then Jessy was like, no! I want to play this the purest way!
Yeah, because, why not?
So,
otherwise, it feels like cheating.
Yeah, so even though it was not the developer's intention, Jessy still feels like it's cheating. I feel the same way because I've done almost all of my playthroughs in this game without save states. Heck, on the Nintendo 64 I did so many 100% complete playthroughs with 50 hertz with input lag. Exactly, no bears allowed. I did so many 100% complete playthroughs on authentic N64 in the past with like input lag and 50 hertz. And I still did fine. I mean, it was tough sometimes, especially in the last 2 levels. I would sometimes die and then be like, oh crap, I have to collect the notes again. Or like, nah, I'm not gonna collect the notes again. But then I didn't 100% complete the game, which was a shame. But yeah, Jessy's gonna play it the purest way. She's not gonna cheese it with save states. I have a feeling you're going to regret that decision in the future, though. Very soon, probably. But that's a story for another day. You must search for 10 of... Oh, that's you.
You must search 10 of us in each world. We'll help you progress through the witches' lair.
Yay! Da-da-da-da-da. Huh? When you're ready to leave this world, return to the start area and stand on the exit pad. They did fix this issue in Banjo-Tooie for some reason though, even though it's on the same system. Then again, Banjo-Tooie probably required the expansion pack, which makes the N64 more powerful. The talent rod will let Kazooie tackle steep slopes with ease. That sounds useful. How does she do it? Look at the Jinjo up there. Hold Z, then press left C button. Continue to hold Z while moving Kazooie around with the control stick. Go practice! So yeah, like I said in the original recording, also Jessy keeps this is going to be a running team. Jessy will press the B button instead of the left C button very often. Yeah. This is where I tell Jessy that this is the fastest way to run around in the game, and that this will probably be her most used move. Like, also she's stuck for some reason. that was weird. I think you said something along the lines of, I'm stuck. I don't know. Ready X, Kazooie can learn to use us as ammo.
Ammo.
We have these chocolate eggs right now, and one of them looks exactly like the Kazooie eggs.
Blue ones.
The blue ones look exactly like even with like the black dots and everything. So I was like, hey Jessy, look, it's Kazooie eggs. I'm eating them. I'm eating Kazooie's babies. Kazooie is always pregnant. Like the official Playtonic Games tweeted that on Twitter long ago. Which is just rare, but a new studio. Anyway. Carefully collecting the notes.
Yeah, but the depth perception isn't the best.
I guess that's fair. That was 5 Jinjos. I don't know why I said 6. But yeah, you can now walk up steep slopes without slipping. Yay! You can run faster. There's a Mumbo token. Ikambokem. Ikambokem! What else do I have on my notes? What are we talking about here? My next note is orange, which is for later. Episode 2 barely has any notes because I think everything we said here in this episode was related to what's on screen.
Yeah.
I think I said something along the lines of, yeah, you can leave that there. You can leave the health there until you need it. I think. I also said, oh, your health bar probably doesn't show up unless you have damage, but that's not true. I later found out in a future episode. We Juju, Mumbo's totem pole. Feed us with nice blue stones.
Juju?
That can the power of Juju. Juju and the buggy.
Actually, I thought...
we didn't hear his tutorial because you killed him.
Actually, I thought the Juju series... It was a bit weird, no?
Yeah, I think that's actually a video game franchise.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think it was a video game
But I was too old when it came out in our country.
Actually,
I was too old for that, I think, maybe.
It came out really late too, because the video games were already no longer being made.
Did you watch that series?
I watched that series, but I never played it. But the thing is, I think it was a... Oh, never mind. Me, Mumbo, best shaman in all game, can help Banjo and Filthy Fettered. One.
Watch it, hot boy!
Mumbo's magic tokens in my witch. Find tokens and Mumbo help you. Banjo not got enough tokens for Mumbo magic. Look at sign. Bring more. So yeah, but I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think Tech and the Power of Juju is a video game franchise. But I don't.
Maybe, yeah.
But I don't know if Nickelodeon owns the game franchise, or if THQ just made an original franchise, and then because they make so many Nickelodeon games, they just made.
Isn't it the
a
same
series?
with Viva Pinata?
No, Viva Pinata is a video game.
Yeah, but it's the same.
Yeah, it's a Nickelodeon series too.
Yeah.
But I call this the Beak Buster. Jump into the air, then press Z to send Kazooie slamming hard down to the floor. Now this is the ground pound.
Ugh. I don't think the sound of that.
Think? You mean
I don't like.
Get used to it, Nest Girl. You'll be using it a lot. Nah, the thing about Viva Pinata is that was like straight up like a video game. Like
yeah, that was like
a
video game.
That was a video game franchise with a licensed TV show, and it just happened to be a Nickelodeon show. Yeah. But like with Tech and the Power of Juju, yippee! You've collected enough notes to break the first note or spell. Oh, I barely read that. No, I mean. Like, I think, but I think with Tech and the Power of Juju, like, I straight up don't know. Is that also a licensed video game franchise? Or is the video game franchise owned by Nickelodeon and then they later made a show? Like, I don't know that. Like, that's something I've been wondering for all my life, but I never looked it up. Because I'm pretty sure the games existed first.
I always thought when it aired on Nickelodeon, this is not my typical Nickelodeon show.
I kind of liked it.
It's not like SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron.
I mean, I kind of felt the same in Viva Pinata. I liked the show, but it was kind of boring at a certain point. Also, I had no idea it was a video game franchise for like the longest time.
It wasn't my thing.
Let alone that I know it was like made by the people that made Banjo-Kazooie. I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. Like, that was so weird when I found out about that. I was like, what? Well, there was one bear pinata that looked a lot like Banjo. I still confuse the two with each other sometimes, so I guess that shows that they're made by the same people, or developers rather. I don't know, I have no idea if it was made by the same developers. I have no idea. I mean the same character designer. Because the main character of Banjo-Kazooie was originally a bunny, not a bear. And then it's like a whole Project Dream thing. Also, you missed this, Jinjo, for some reason. But I didn't say anything last time because, like, I said it's a blind playthrough. You missed those notes as well. I also knew that, also didn't tell you because I was like, nah, it's a blind playthrough. Jessy is gonna have to figure it out a little bit by herself. Might guide her sometimes, but gonna try not to do that too much. I think this is where I may have mentioned the dynamic music. Maybe I already did that in the first episode in Spiral Mountain. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I don't know what else to say. I guess it is kind of progressive, the dynamic music. I mean, for example, Spyro Reignited Trilogy also has dynamic music, but like the original versions don't have that, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and there it is, the bull. This is where I told you, like, you can't kill him. Like, this is the strongest, one of the strongest regular enemies in the game. You can't kill him for some reason. Doesn't even show up that often, but he does show up in the first level of all places.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, why? I don't know. Weird level design, but you know what? I dig it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's actually difficult, so, you know. Okay, this is the next note. I said orange, but I don't think I had to write that down. Like, of course, I'm gonna remember that. Raw, this Conga's tree, me a bear with oranges. And then there's Diddy Kong. Who voiced him? I don't know. Chimpy hungry, wants orange now, feed Chimpy! And this is where I was like, okay, so you have to give him an orange. And then you were like, so he has to throw the orange at him, but I think, or something, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
And I was like, I'm just gonna let you figure it out, because I don't wanna, you know, it's a blind playthrough, you're gonna have to figure a little bit out.
Then I figure it out.
Yeah. So, but it took you a while to figure it out, because you were just wondering. But this is weird, because it didn't register here.
It didn't register.
But it did get invisible for a while. Don't touch Conga's blocks. And then you figured it out. Yeah! Clever bear. And then it landed on you! Find Conga. Which is, I mean, that happens to me sometimes too with certain jiggies, but it's not really intentional, so it's funny when it happens. And then you were like, how do I get the orange to him? And I was like, where else is there an orange? Just look around. How else can you get an orange to him? Then you just wandered around here. Not really doing much with that, and then you went back. And yeah, there it is. It's a lot. Woo! Wee! Woo! Woo! And then you figured it out. Hey, that Conga's orange. Put it back. Yum! Oranges are not. And that's where I made the whole joke about, well, never mind. Oh, Chimpy like Conga's orange. Chimpy, how fat bear bird. What fat? And that's where I was like imagine a real food item. Like imagine if like a cow was like, cows are delicious, eat me, I'm nice. I am filled with iron and vitamins. Like imagine if they said that. Like that's kind of funny about Banjo-Kazooie. Anyway, the last move, I believe. Time for the buzzer to learn the ancient ways of the egg.
I'm listening, Beetle Brat.
Beetle Brat? Hold C, then press the top C button to shoot an egg out of your mouth.
Hey, sounds cool. Anything else?
Sure. Press the bottom C button instead, and you can shoot them out from behind.
Sheesh, sounds painful. I wish I never asked.
Bird Brain can carry 100 eggs in her backpack. Oh! And you can also use the control stick to aim while you are crouching. Exciting, huh? Now that you've learned to use the eggs, here's 50 to practice with. And remember, Kazooie is always pregnant. Your energy is a little low. I'll fill it up for you. Whoa, Banjo! There's nothing more I can teach you on this world! Imagine if we called real life locations worlds. Like,
Yeah.
wow!
This world has nothing I can teach you.
Welcome to this world, my house.
Wow.
It's an entirely different level from outside my house.
Level 2, outside the house.
Level 3, kindergarten. Level 4, elementary school. Level 5, middle school. Level 6, college. Level 7, work. Level 8, death.
Oh no.
Sweet release of death. I think you were figuring out the act controls here. Oh, I think you said something along the lines of, maybe it wasn't in this episode, or maybe not at this moment, but you said something along the lines of, ooh, every C button is linked to Kazooie.
Yeah, I said that, yeah.
While holding the Z button, which you guessed correctly, yeah. And then there's this ugly mug. Ugh. Do I have anything more on my notes? I didn't have many. I asked... this is probably at the end of the episode. How long is this episode? It's 13 minutes and 16 seconds. The reason we're recording in this unprofessional video player way and not... Because we could have just voiced this in the editor instead. But if we did that, then the screen will be really small in the upper right of the corner. And it'd be impossible, or almost impossible, for us to read the text. And just... It will be just unpleasant for us to look at the screen in general. So that's why we're doing it this way, you know, like, who cares if you see the bar, or the time bar occasionally. It's a re-recording, you guys know that, so who cares. That's like the thing about YouTube in general. I like it when it's unprofessional. That's the point of YouTube.
I miss old YouTube.
Yeah, that's the point of YouTube. You're supposed to make unprofessional homemade videos. You're not supposed to make TV quality stuff.
I think the whole thing about YouTube was everyone can make videos.
Yes, but it's gotten to a point where everyone is like, has these professional skills and expensive equipment. And it's like, everything below that is considered unacceptable even if you're a newbie. And it's like, because the newer generation that's younger than us, they don't know any better. They don't know the old YouTube, how it used to be. Why are we standing still here? Not that I matter. I think you were telling a story.
I think I was telling something.
Not this story. I don't know which story you were telling. I don't remember, sadly enough. But that's the thing about old YouTube. The entire point was like, it was YouTube. Broadcast yourself. Make unprofessional videos, make cheap entertainment. Yeah. But it's gotten to a point where everyone doesn't want to make cheap entertainment. Like, it's not accepted anymore.
There were a lot of awesome memes, YouTube boom.
Yeah, and they stayed around for a long
YouTube.
But the thing is, like, that's the... I don't like that. A lot of YouTubers make TV quality level videos. Yeah. But if I want to see TV quality stuff, I will just watch TV. Yeah. I will not watch YouTube for that. I watch YouTube for homemade stuff. Stuff that feels personal. Because I'm not gonna name any names, but many years ago, about a decade ago, I discovered a YouTuber. He had like 5,000 subscribers. He was up and coming. But like a couple of months later, he was like super popular. He was befriended a bunch of my favorite YouTubers. You know, became super popular. You know, which is great. For many years he made fun videos. But his videos became so professional that I stopped watching. Because it felt like watching a TV show. Which, don't get me wrong, that was a bit the vibe he was going for. But it felt too much like a TV show, you know what I mean? It was like at this point, just work for the TV and not for YouTube. Because I want to watch homemade stuff. I don't want to watch TV quality stuff. And I recently tried to watch one of his videos. And it had a really high quality TV level intro. It had a very professional set. Very professional set. Yeah, set with asses, everything. But here's the thing. He barely did anything with that set in his video. And the actual content of the video was super, super boring. and unprofessional and very lazy compared to his old stuff from his early days, in my opinion. I did not enjoy the video. I enjoyed his old stuff where he was just recording in his room a million times more than what he does now. And it's like, why?
That was older YouTube too. Just record it in your room.
Why? Like, why is everyone so obsessed with making high quality stuff?
There were people more than 10 years ago. I watched.
Wait, I have to voice this. Banjo has plenty tokens. Stand on skull and press B to see mighty mumble magic. Alright, time for your first transformation. Hold that thought about what you were saying earlier, by the way, please. I'm really taking this conversation. Mumbo's magic, free to change back. You come when ready. Termite bit small, but not bad for first spell. Mumbo practice needed. Not much practice needed. I made the exact same mistake last time. It said Mumbo, right? I can't have made that mistake twice. It really said Mumbo, not much. What the hell? So you were saying about YouTube?
I was saying more. I think maybe 15 years ago. I don't know. People were just making covers.
Yeah,
just like
people
random,
still do that.
I don't. Yeah, but I just in the garage or in their room with more a simplistic microphone, and now it's like we just put it on Spotify and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's the one thing that I can understand,
yeah,
because
okay.
There's nothing more wonderful than making a living out of something you love. Like, if I could do this Let's Play channel and my main channel for a living, it would be awesome.
When people were just discovered with a simple cover without a more simplistic microphone.
Yeah, weren't a lot of artists, like, I guess Justin Bieber, like, didn't they do, like, garage covers and then he just got discovered like that?
Yeah,
whereas nowadays, true. Even, like, the super professional musicians on YouTube don't get discovered, I think, which kind of sucks. Oh!
Now, maybe with music, yeah, it's more easy.
I mean, it has to be
to put on a good cover, because you can just record in a recording studio, and it's not too pricey, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, but I can like make an exception for the covers because you want good audio quality when listening to music.
True.
You don't want your ears to get hurt, believe me.
Yeah, but old YouTube, yeah, it's more simplistic.
Don't accidentally exit the level, you're gonna lose your notes and Jinjos! That's what I said originally. Another thing I said originally is when you fell in the water, like, oh, you don't lose your transformation.
Oh, yeah,
that was interesting, fine. Also, you were desperately looking for something to do with this transformation. Yeah. And I wasn't gonna tell you because it's a blind. And then you found this! And it's like, I have never gotten this honeycomb upgrade with the termite. I always jump from a height. Usually I take fall damage, and then I just time like maybe a double jump or something, and then hope I land right into that hole.
So Dylan learned something.
I learned something in that episode, which is fun. You were supposed to do it with this transformation all along, and I didn't know for 12 years. You know. And I've 100% completed this game like, I don't know, I want to say at least 8 times, maybe more. That's just how much I love this game. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, now you were just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
How long is this episode? 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Alright. Like, I kinda, like, when I'm watching a professional YouTuber, like, let's say, Game Grumps, when they do something unprofessional on the show, I think that's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I love it when that happens. That's usually when they are at their peak, when unexpectedly something unprofessional happens. Like, I recently watched an episode of America's Top Model from the Game Grumps, and Aaron was like...
America's Next Top Model?
Yeah, wait. Hey, where did you get those shorts? I want them! And and Aaron had to do like a mini game with the Wii remote and nunchuck. He was moving around. Oh. He spilled his drink all over his business laptop. He spilled his drink, and it was like really frantic. It was like the best thing ever because he just gave the controller to Dan, who doesn't even know how to play the game. And he was like, Aaron, what do I do? Like, in the background, you hear Aaron scream, and like, oh, it's so wet! It's so sticky! Yeah. Oh my god! And he was like cleaning up. And
those moments are the best.
The unprofessional things is what I watch YouTube for. You don't get it on TV. So please, if anyone watching this is like a professional YouTuber or is planning on becoming one, like, there's a reason why certain things on both of my channels are a little bit unprofessional sometimes. It's on purpose. I don't want everything to be super high quality. That's the charm of YouTube. That's how true. It's supposed to be. Everyone is changing it, and I don't like it. I don't like change. Keep YouTube the way it was originally supposed to be. Like basically, how I treat YouTube, both my main channel and these Let's Plays. I treat these as like arts and crafts projects. Something that anyone can make, and it's fun. And like, hey, look, I share it with the world, and whoever wants to watch it, go watch it. If you don't want to watch it, fine by me. You know, that's it. That's really it. Nothing more to it. But some people just don't get that in this day and age because things change too much. Bukada! This is where I mentioned Aku Aku, I think. You were like, oh, they got that from Crash, and I was like, nah, I don't think so, because Grant Kirkhope voiced that, and he didn't voice Aku Aku. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is where I taught you about the view totals. But you didn't click on it anyway, or something. I don't know. I think you were trying to figure out what to do with this totem pole now. Yeah. And then I gave you the hint like, well, they want blue stones. Or was that not now? What were we talking about here? Just pausing the game?
Maybe you wanted to see, oh, what?
That's another...
How many notes do you need?
That's another
thing.
Like that? That's another thing, like what I mentioned earlier. This is, I guess, a little bit unprofessional too. But like, it's kind of fun too, because it's unprofessional. Also, you figured it out. I mean, the Game Grumps record, we had to re-record one episode of A Link Between Worlds many years ago too, so... And that was fun to watch. And this is where I was like, don't shoot it yet, there's something! And then you were like, ah, crap. But we're gonna exit...
I did it the first try, it was too perfect.
I mean, I did it on my first... I had to look that up on YouTube. I had to look up almost every single health upgrade on YouTube back in the day. Like, and I was like, look up, and you were like, oh! I think this is the point where I should ask you, according to my notes. What do you think of the first level so far? Do you remember what you said back then?
No, but my thoughts are now, at this moment, I thought it was a nice first level.
Yeah, right?
Not too difficult, not too big, yeah.
This is definitely the easiest level in the game. Because right away, the next level right away gets pretty tough already. Which we will see when we re-record those episodes. But yeah. But I think you were trying to look for the remaining notes and stuff like that. Yeah. I think you needed only 5 more. I think that's what we said when you paused the game. Something. And I think I was giving you hints here about what did you learn here.
Yeah, you said something like, what did you learn here?
So I was like, what did you learn here? What did you learn here? Use that. And you were like, I don't remember. Oh, you were still trying to get that, I guess. Ah, okay.
I don't know what I was doing here.
What did I call this episode again? Because I'm thinking of changing the title to something that is more like related to the subjects that we're talking about. Because I like the subjects we talk about in this episode. We didn't talk about all of that YouTube stuff in the original episode. I don't know what we were talking about. Something else probably.
More about the level or something like that.
You found all 100 notes on this level. Well done. And then that's when I said like, look, those there are your notes. You finally used the ground, but you're gonna forget one of those huts, so you're still gonna miss one Jiggy for a long time. But I think you might not get that until the next episode or something. So we'll see, but I didn't notice either, so, you know. Say you found the last Jinjo. Yeah, I love it that you grab it when the Jinjo is still flying. It's like, I have it now, but I have to wait for the animation to start. It happens to me every single time. I love it. Woo! Useless extra life. And you just really forgot that hut, huh? Are we ending the episode now? Yeah, we're ending the episode because it's only 30 seconds. And that's probably when I asked you what you did on top of the level. I may have taught you about the totals now, or were you just pausing because we were ending the episode? I really don't know.
Because we were ending the episode.
Maybe because we're ending the episode. But you still need 2 more Jinkies and that's it, which I know we will get in the next episode, so... I guess you're just wandering around while we were doing the outro, but I guess that means we should do the outro too. See you guys in the next episode of Banjo-Kazooie for another audio recording for 2 more episodes until Jessy can finally grab the controller again and actually play the game again. So yeah, see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.